click this, this should go live. Yes. Okay. And then I should be able to click this, click that, done. Am I live? Did it work? Hello? Am I live? Why does it look so pixelated? Why do it look like crap? Hello? Is it live? I can't tell. Save. Okay, there. Now it should be live. Right? Live? Maybe? Doesn't say it's unlisted. I genuinely can't tell. It doesn't say it's unlisted. Okay, I think I'm live. I'm gonna go ahead and copy the link, share it along, and all the good happy stuff. Hopefully you guys can't see my screen. You can't. Alright. Okay. Alright, so I got the links. Let's go here. Okay, I'm gonna go here to gallery self promo. I'm gonna post it here. On an episode for the show. Can't type. Hoi! Alright. And then I need to go here. And I need to go to where's YouTube? Hello viewer, welcome, welcome. I'm gonna get to work on this episode in just a second. Just posting on socials. But hope you're doing fantastic. Welcome to the stream. I actually did want to pop open, put the audio on the FL so you guys can hear it. Usually I have it muted so I don't spoil anything, but I thought I'd give you the creative process for what I like to do. So, streaming, the creation of an episode and hanging out with viewers, post the link, and bam! Alright. let's get to work on this episode. I'm excited. I'm probably only going to stream for about 2 hours, but I figured I can get as much done as I possibly can in 2 hours. So, where's my headphones? So, all right. So I can't use this one because, well, actually I have to use this one because it's got all the effects on it. I think. Oh shit. Yeah, it's got all the effects. Alright, so I have to use this one, and then I guess I'll have to drag the voice and stuff over here. Yep, that's what we're gonna have to do. Alright, so where do I have Drew talking? Hold on. I can't hear it. Why can't I hear it? I got the headphones on. Oh, how beautiful. I can't hear it. I wish things would be simpler, man. Like, it hasn't been an easy day trying to get this started. Alright, so we need that at negative 200 on track 2. Negative 200, though. Alright, so let's open up... no, we're not going to save that. Let's go ahead and open up the episode. Alright. Hello? Oh, it's all down here. Alright, good. That's what I need right there. I believe that's Drew. I'm gonna keep this part muted because I don't want to spoil anything for you guys. You know, you'll have to experience the conversation and the text and all that stuff when the episode comes out. But I can at least show you the ambience and the creative process for us making the office. I'm actually going to put on music for you guys. I think I got this going here. There we go. Hopefully that's not too loud. If it's too loud, let me know. Control A. Hope you guys are having a good day, though. Hope you guys are having a good day. Oh god, that takes a while. I'll wait for that to clear. There we go. Okay, just gonna do that, and then we're gonna do that. Let me go down here and make sure all this stuff is muted still, which is good. Alright, we're gonna go here, do that, and file, export as a WAV file. WAV files are like what you should do. Drew raw, save it, start, let that export and do its thing. Alright, and then let's go ahead and open up, yes, save it. Alright, now let's open up, that. Why the hell do I look so pixelated? Let me go with live chat. Hopefully that's a good one. All right. So hey, Sky. How are you? All right, so I'm gonna do this because I think you guys would find this really cool. I gotta open up the script for this so I see what the hell I'm doing. If I can find the script, give me a second. Hallows Eve. The name of the episode's Hallows Eve, by the way. I can't see your texts, so give me like 2 seconds. Good. Heck yeah. Oh! Nope. Alright, I thought I closed it. Oh, alright, that's not it. I'm looking for the... Oh my god! I just... Full screen. Stop! Stop doing things! Okay. I'm looking for the script. Is it this one? Nope, it's not that one. There is, though... I'm going to be probably really boring, but the whole point of these lives is to hang out with you guys while I'm working on stuff. That's the whole point. So, you know, the whole point is to just... I want to work on this episode. I want to work on the episodes and hang with you guys. And that's the whole point. So, one of these days, on Saturdays, Friday nights to Saturdays, we usually stream. Usually stream on Twitch, video games and stuff. Alright, so... Alright, so I'm reading the script here. Alright, what we need to do is we need to paint, we need to create the room. So first thing, yeah. So the first thing we need to do, first thing I need to do, is I need to mute the beats. Alright, I need to go to here. How do I tell my computer to just focus on FL Studio? I think it's this one. Trying to figure that out. I think it's this. Let me go with default. Let me move it over here so I can see if you guys can hear it. You cannot. Why is this so frustrating? Alright. I'm trying to get this to pick up audio from FL Studio. I don't know why that's so freaking complicated. Audio input capture, click OK. Nope, that's not what I need to do. I don't need that one. Output, maybe audio output capture. Motu. That's what it should be. It should be playing now. You should be able to hear it. Oh, wait. I see. I think. I don't know, man. This is just making this so complicated for no fucking reason. That one. Right? Yeah. Okay. I think you guys can hear it. So, the first thing we need to do is we need to get the ambience built. So, the room is basically set up to where it's supposed to... He's in a police station, right? But you gotta give the impression that he's in the station. So, the first thing we need is the camera that's in the room. We need to turn that on. Because that is the impression that there's a camera there. Alright? The next thing we need is the actual office ambience itself. And then what we need is we need the overall, we need this up here because the office ambience will create the volume. As you can see. The other thing we need is we need a room tone, because everything in life has a room tone. And then finally, we need to be able to control the volume of the room tone. Okay. So now that that's all kind of built and set up, the next thing we need to do is he enters the room and he opens a door. So let me see what these are over here. Nope, that's a chair. What's this one? Yeah. Alright, so these two we need over here. And then we need this here. So what we gotta do is create the impression that there's someone... What the hell did I do? Give the impression that there's someone walking to the door. Alright, so it fades into the episode. Like that. What am I doing? Having two screens open where I have to do things over here is very frustrating. Alright, so we got all that set up. Alright, so we got our camera. We got our office. Alright. And then we have the quiet room set up to give it the impression that he's in a room. The camera is in a room. Okay. So now we need someone to open the door. Alright. So to do that, the footsteps have to come first. So the footsteps are coming. Alright. Well, we need the episode to fade in. Which, I don't like how slow that fades in, so let's adjust that. Let's do that one, and let's increase the volume of the office. Just a little bit. Let's delete that to make it a nice, crisp, even line. One more time, just to make sure everything sounds good. Maybe we raise that up a little bit more. Nope, it's too much. We want it a little bit quieter. Beautiful. Now we need the footsteps. The footsteps need to come in, alright? We want them over here. Okay. We need to do that. We need them to be a little louder. A little bit more. Beautiful. And I know that this is probably not the right way to do certain things. I don't care. I'm the one making this crap. If you got a problem with it. So we need to, whoops. We need to cut this. All right. And we need to give it the impression that's fading in because he's walking toward the door, right? And then in the same vein, we want to create another automation clip. Again, it's probably not the ideal way to do this, but this has been the easiest way for me to do it. We want to do this. Okay. We're going to keep it there for now. We want to give it the impression that he's walking towards the door. So we need that to go to the left head. I think left. I think that's down. Yep. So now we want it. Whoops. We want it to give me a thingy. We want it to fade like this, centered. So now it should sound like he walks to the center. There you go. And then we need it to fade. So now it sounds like he's coming from somewhere randomly toward the door. There you go. But let's make that a little bit louder. Perfect. But that last footstep, we want it to be right here on that last footstep because... Okay? Because we're going to put a door. The door... Let's listen. Okay? But we want it right before that first footstep because what's going to happen is it gives the impression that he's opened the door and he stepped inside. Outside the room. In the room. Let's do a couple more footsteps. Actually, he steps inside, opens the door, takes another step. So... There you go. Like so. But, something else needs to change. He opened the door, right? Right? He opened the door, which means the noise that's outside the room has to become louder because it's so... Think of the room that he's in, right? Any room that you're in, the room is closed off. So the sound is contained inside the room. The sound in the room's contained there, and the noise outside of the room is contained outside. The moment you open the door, the sound can escape into the room. So what we want to do next, right, is, and I need to actually mark this, because I think this is the, is this the quiet, the room? Oops. I don't know what this is. Yeah. And I also don't know why there's so many adjustment options on here. We're going to delete some of these adjustment options because I don't like it. Okay. So we have that. The quiet room ambience does not change because no matter where you are, because the camera that's recording this is in the room. So the quiet room ambience does not change. Whether you're in the room or outside the room, the location where the camera's at does not change. So the room ambience doesn't change. But what does change is the office ambience. All right? So he opens the door. We need to spike the volume like that. Probably about here. Observe. Okay? And then he's going to close the door. So he's going to step in. Okay, let's play the whole clip again so we can hear the footsteps and the timing. Okay, so he steps in, he closes the door, which is going to be about right here. Bam, bam, and then we want to drop it back down, see that line, to where it was before because he closed the door. Observed. Now, again, what we want to do is, we don't want him to be stepping a lot, but what we do want, let's do this, let's do this, let's do that, okay, and move it over, because, and then we want another footstep just before he closes it. Nope. We want another footstep just before he closes it. Because he's stepping to close the door. Don't we all do that? Okay? And then he's gonna walk. So he's in the room now. But we want him to walk. We don't really need to adjust the headphones too much because it's a small room. So he shouldn't be walking like all the way the fuck over there because there is no all the way the hell over there. It's in a room. I don't even think if you listen to it on camera, like if you listen to, it depends on where the camera's at, you know. But I know that the camera is in the top corner of the room. Which means no matter where you really go in the room, it's not going to change the direction of which he's walking, unless you want to give the impression. But I don't think you need to. Ooh, that actually, pause. That was a better step. He walks in, opens the door. I gotta go look at the script. Okay, doors close. Alright, and then he walks over. Do I have the sounds on here? Some of these sounds, I won't lie, I did like download some of these sounds. What's going on, Joshua? How are you? I did download some of these sounds. Some of these sounds I recorded personally, like the walking sounds, I recorded those. But some of them I found online. I was like, those are great, and I did download them because it was easier. Some of them were. I got a text. It always scares me when I get a text. Okay. How you doing, Josh? You doing well? Saw you a couple years ago. Just keep being you, man. I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that. Where'd you see me at? Like college, performing? Where'd you see me at? Just out of curiosity, man, because it's I've been doing this for a long time, and it's just been a long time. There you go. Okay, so we got that. Now, let me see, because the next thing I need, is it this one? Online? Okay. Hell yeah, dude. Well, I appreciate it, man. I do appreciate it. It's been a crazy journey, but I've kind of walked away from like the YouTube side of things. The only reason why I'm streaming right now is because I'm trying to promote my new podcast. That's what we're working on here. I hope you can hear the audio, by the way. No one's told me if the audio is bad or good. Excuse me, sorry. I don't want to work with the whole thing here, so we need that right there. That's the sound we need. So we're going to take that and cut that out. The next sound we need is, we're going to cut that. I keep pointing at the screen like you can see me. But we're going to, YouTube Shorts, something like that. But I bet I can keep up with you on beatboxing. I bet you could, dude. Honestly, I'm sure you could. I'm a bit rusty with beatboxing. I still do it, you know what I mean? Like off camera. But me and like music, our relationship hasn't been the greatest, so I haven't done like music making in a while. But I'm sure you could keep up with me as far as beatboxing go, man. I'm really rusty. So, and then even when I was doing music, I didn't need to sit there in front of the mic and go or any of that stuff. All I had to do, you know, was just go and then cut it and play with it. But I'm sure you could, brother. I'm sure you could get, like, you could kick my ass in beatboxing for sure. I know I'm not the greatest at all. There's plenty of beatboxers. I knew a buddy of mine is a great beatboxer. Fantastic beatboxer. And he was better at me in every way. Better than me in every way. And I know there's plenty of other artists out there that can do everything I can do plus more. Okay, you just showed up. You showed me I've never. What do you mean? What do you mean? You gotta practice more, brother. You can't let throw you off. Come on now. I lost track of what I was doing, Josh. Walk into a TV, and he inserts something. Is it this option? Is this what we need here? No, that's not what we need. We do need this. What's this? I can't hear it. I don't know what that is. We're just gonna drag it in here. Sometimes FL Studio does that. That's not what I need. I'm looking for something specific. I have all these noises on here. I have that, but he walks to it, and I need the sound of him inserting a video, a VHS tape. I can't see your comments real quick. I'm opening up my files, VHS. So give me like 2 seconds. I'll read your comments. VHS tape. Is it this one? No, that's them. That's him playing with it, and that's fine. That's the one I'm looking for, right there. Let's put that in there. Okay. All right, man. Keep doing your thing. Yeah, man. I appreciate it, brother. If you're interested in hearing what I'm doing these days, check out the links in the description of this live, and check out E.A.T.I. That is my horror audio drama podcast. Audio drama basically means it's a movie without the film. It's all audio. It's like a movie made of audio. And the movies are found footage episodes. So every episode sounds like it's on a handheld camera, and you're basically watching this movie from the perspective of the handheld. So anything and everything happens. There's stuff that happens that only the camera can pick up in some episodes. Other episodes, the people can't see what's going on, but you can, because you can hear it. But anyway, I recommend checking out the podcast if you're interested. It's a horror podcast inspired by, like, Twilight Zone meets H.P. Lovecraft meets found footage. Definitely recommend checking it out if you like horror stuff. Alright, so he walks in. It's not very loud. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm gonna make it a little louder because I don't like it. Is this hold on. Is this controlling? Oh, it is. Holy shit. Okay. So yeah, we want to keep that. Okay. So now, now that that's done, I want him to walk slightly to the left. Instead of him going all the way to the left, I want him to walk slightly to the left and fade just a little bit. So we got him. Closes the door. Alright. Now we're going to drag this. Do that. Do... Stop. No, stop. I don't know why I just did. I didn't know I could do that. Okay. So he's going to walk that way. Oh, that's gotta get cut a little bit. Lower the volume. Okay, so right here, hold on, wait, he's gonna come into the room. Hold on. Does he sigh when he walks in? Yeah, cool. So he comes in, closes the door, takes a big sigh. So he comes in, closes the door. We're gonna do that. So he then starts walking probably about right there. Comes in, closes the door. Cool. So right here, let's have him walk. This is the volume, so we're going to adjust the volume so it goes down just a little bit. Not a lot. Just a little. And then we're going to adjust this to where it goes over just a little. Too much. That's weird. Is it center? Hold on. I don't think it's center. It is not. It is not center. That's center. There you go. That's better. Bam! See? That little adjustment changes everything. I love working with audio and, like, having to create a visual, like, storytelling is so much fun. The other thing I want him to do when he walks into the room, right? Okay, because what we imagine right now, and this is what's so important about creating an audio drama and about creating audio and all that kind of stuff, is you need to paint the atmosphere, right? Because what we know from all this audio is he's walking into a room with a camera in it, and we know that it's a camera because of the hissing and everything else. We know he's walking to the room where the outside's an office, and we know there's an office beyond this room because he opens the door and there's phones, there's people talking, all that kind of stuff. So our minds are creating the visualization, but we don't know what's in the room, right? We know he's in a room and it's soundproof-ish, but that's it. There's nothing. So now we need to create furniture in the room. We do that. I have to go through my files here, this list of shit that I have on the side of the screen, pardon my French, but we have all this stuff, right? We need to find, I have it in here somewhere, we need to find...
While.
Nope, that's him talking. We don't want that. We need to find, is it this one? Nope, that's him drinking coffee. That's not the one. We need the...
Well.
Nope. That's him talking again. I have a lot of conversations. Is it this one? Okay. Nope. Wait. Hold on. Oh, that might... I don't know what this is. That sounds cool. I don't know what that is, though. There's the walking. Okay, so we're getting closer. You notice that there's, like, multiple takes of this? Because what I had to do... What's this one? Oh, I know what that is! I know what that is. I know what that is. Dragging on a table. It's like dragging on a table, so he's probably put something on the table and he dragged it forward. Or he dragged it to him. Could be a coffee cup. It could have been whatever I need you to imagine. What is this? I don't know what that is. Alright. See what else we got. Can't hear that. And I don't know why FL Studio does this, but sometimes it just won't. That's what we need right there. Alright. So now that he's walked into the room, now we have to give the impression of what's in the room itself, right? So we know he walks inside. We know there's an office. Okay. And we know he's going slightly this way inside the room, right? But now we have to give the impression on how small is this room, how small is. So we know he's walking, and we want him as he's walking. One more time. Okay, so we know that he's in this room, and we want to give the impression that he's dropping something, right? We have to paint the furniture inside this room. So he's in the room, and we know that there's a table there now. There's a table. We know there's a table because he's placed something down. And now he's continuing to walk. All right. And then as he gets to more toward the left side of the room, let's decrease this. Whoops. A little bit more as he walks. Too much. Right there. Right? As he gets to the left side of the room, I'm going to move all this over. As he gets to the left side of the room. That's not it. Where is the one where's the sound? Oh, it's right here. Stupid. As he gets to the left side of the room. But now we want to make sure that still stays with the effects of the camera, right? There you go. But now that's on the left. That's centered, which means it's not set. It can't be centered because he's on the left side of the room, which means that this TV also needs to be on the left side of the room. But we want to off-center it a little bit. There you go. So we know he's on the left side of the room. I'm going to restart the whole scene so you can get the full scope of the painting. There you go. Now we don't want that to stop. We want that to drag on. I think it's safe to put that there. You want this part to drag on for a couple of seconds. So we're going to do this. Okay. So when he turns on the TV, now we want him to insert a tape into the TV. So he's going to turn it on. A little bit too loud because you should be hearing all that much detail. Camera's up. Is that the noise that it inserted? It's gotta be, right? Hold on. I can't. Let me, hold on. Yeah, it is the same noise. My bad. So he's gonna put it in. And then I think I might actually, just to make sure that you can hear what's happening, I want to make this part a little bit louder. And then maybe pan it to the left so you know that that's... It's subtle. It's so subtle, but it's there. And also, I screwed up. We want to make that unique. We want to put this on... We want to raise that up just a little bit like that. And while that's doing its thing, yeah, you're not going to hear it. But still, it's the point, right? The point is, some people are going to pick up on the detail that, oh, wow, the cassette tape is working. And that's the point. You might not hear it, you know, but one, as the creator, you'll know it's there. And two, your audience will appreciate it if they pick up on the small detail that, huh, the tape's working. Let's start this from the beginning. Okay. And then let's drag this over a little bit more. Because we want him to walk from the left back to the center and sit down. All right. Since that audio cuts off, we want something to already be happening before that audio cuts off. So what do? We have him start walking before the audio cuts off. It's a little too slow, a little too fast for my liking. Let's start it over here. All right, doesn't need to walk that much, but the point is, the volume's not going to change. Why? And the reason why the volume doesn't change, volume is distance, right? The further you get away from something, the quieter it becomes. Look at this microphone, for example. The closer I get to it, the louder I become. The further I get away from it, the quieter I become, right? So because the camera's inside the room, the volume's not going to change because he's not getting far enough away so the camera can't pick him up. He's still inside the room because it's a small room. Which means the only thing that would change is where he's at in the room, but that's also mainly so that the listener's entertained by the ears when you listen to it on speakers. That's why that's the case. So you don't want to turn the volume down because he's not really leaving and going far enough away to where he's quiet. However, what does need to change is where he's at in the room. So now that he's in the room, we're going to start it here. We want this. Okay. To go up. Let's do that and center it. That should be right. Let's check. It's a little off. We're going to drop. We're going to bring it up. So now it's center. Oh shit, no, I probably did that on purpose. Okay. Ooh, I didn't want to do that. Alright. Alright. So now before he takes too much more steps, we're going to cut that there. Move it over a little bit. And now we want the next detail, right? Because we know there's a table. So he's going to walk back to the table. And then what is he going to do? He's going to pull out a chair. Which means we need... where is it? A chair. We also want the wooden chair move. It's probably one of those is going to be it. One of those. Let's check both of them. Okay. And then let's check this one. See, that might be good too. That might be good too. Let's see what we feel with both of them, but we do need the chair creaking because while he's sitting in the chair, he's shuffling, he's moving, and the chair is moving, and we know he's sitting in the chair and he's moving because the chair is creaking, because the chair is wood. You can't sit in a freaking chair and not move, or you can't sit in a chair and move and it not creak, right? So, he walks over to the chair, or he walks over to whatever we don't know is there yet. And then we wanted to do that. And then what's this one? Oh, no. What's this one? Yeah. No, I like these guys. I like this one more. So he's going to go pull it out. That's what she said. I mean, what? Sorry. My bad. Didn't mean to say that. Phone's going off again. Alright, and he's gonna walk over. Turn the volume down a little bit. Doesn't want to be that loud. And then he's gonna sit. there's also going to be other implications that he's sitting. Yeah, hang on. Hold on. We don't want to... Where's the chair? That one. Is it that? Hold on. Shout out to my 2 viewers. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Do appreciate you. Hope you're having fun. Hope you're learning. If not learning, then I hope you're just having fun. All right. Scooch that in. We don't want to have that drag sound before it. He's going to grunt as he sits. There you go. Let me read the script one more time here. He's going to sip his coffee. But what does that mean if he's going to be sipping his coffee? He's got to set his coffee down. We also have to give the illusion that he's holding a coffee cup. Not only is he going to drink it, but we do know he's going to be putting it on the table. And then I'm going to mute it because I'm going to mute it and just put music on. Not music on, I'll put music on for you guys because I don't want you to hear that part because it'll spoil stuff for you. And if you want to hear it, you'll have to wait till the episode comes out. All right. I got to find the coffee cup sound, though. So we got to go. Oh, okay. That was just added detail. That's clothing. We don't need that. Nope. What is that? That's the whoops. That's the file going on the table. That's another version. That's another version of it. What's that one? Nope. We don't want that. What about that one? What's this one? I don't like that one. One of these, I think this is him drinking. Yeah, that's him drinking. I think this is talking.
And we got these.
Nope, that's not it. What about this one?
Figured while we have the.
Nope. It's gotta be one of these, guys. It's one of these. I just don't know which one it is.
I figured. While we.
That's probably like that because I had so much takes.
No. Looks like the case file is.
Nope. I don't think I got coffee cup sound.
Would you like a coffee?
I don't think I've got a coffee cup sound. I can record one. We can record one. I got a coffee cup. I got a coffee cup right here. We can record it. So let's do it. Let's record it. Let's go here. Okay. Let me hook up the microphone to FL so it doesn't freak out. In 1. Good. All right. Should be recording now. Which it is. Beautiful. Okay. So I don't want to have to move this, but we're going to move it. Please don't break. Oh, dear. Yep, see, that's what I was scared of. It's not going to be very loud. put it over here? I might be able to. Yeah, I can put it here. Okay. So, we got our coffee cup. Excuse me. We got our coffee cup. I don't like that. I don't want this. That's too much. That's a lot of reverberation. So we're definitely going to have to keep it over here. We might actually... Hold on. This might be kind of annoying. I apologize for all of your ears. Oh, it's actually... Scared the fuck out of me. What was that? I thought everything was muted. That scared the shit out of me. That scared me. Okay, let's try that again. So we got the mic. Let's put it from this angle. There you go. Or we can do this to give it even more of an impression. Hello. Oh. Sorry, guys. I hope it didn't hurt your ears too much. Gotta just mic again. Okay. Oof. Am I good? Can you guys hear me? Hopefully you guys can hear me. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Alright. I do want to do one quick thing. Because I don't think some friends of mine know that I'm live. I want to send them a quick link. Just a quickie linky. A quickie link, a quickie link. Quickie link, a quickie link. I forgot what I was doing. I'm tired, y'all. I had a long night. I'm tired. Link! Came on here for the link. God, have you ever had that when you're just like so tired you don't remember what the hell you're doing? You're having like short-term memory BS. Isn't that just so frustrating? And I never sent them a link. I never put the link on there. Hold on, guys. Hold on. I'm so sorry. Hold on. There. Okay, copy. I want to send this to some buddies of mine. See if they want to join. Boop. Okay. All right. Back to the creative process. Okay, so we just recorded a cup. Let me give my coffee cup back and give me some. All right. So we just recorded a cup. Now, first thing we want to do is right around here. We want to make that bigger. And then over yonder, probably about right here. You see all that background noise? All right, I'm going to click this button here. Control A, click another button and accept, and that will get rid of all the background noise. FL Studio is a very, very, very powerful tool. All right, so that's the first one. I don't like that one. Too much glass. That's a good one. That's a good one. I like, though. There you go. Or we can do this to give it even more of an impression. I like that one, to be honest with you. Because not only does it give it the impression that he's putting the coffee cup down on a solid surface, but there's enough room for him to drag the coffee cup like away from him or somewhere on the table to give the impression that the table's big, which I kind of like that, actually. So we're going to go with that impression, that version of it. That is what's called Foley, ladies and gentlemen. It's creating movie noises for movies and stuff, and that is a good example. Another great example is if you like take a feather duster and you slap it against your hand, it makes like a sound, which is wings. That was a terrible impression. Don't worry about it, but you get the idea. Okay. So we got that. So he sits down, he walks back to the table, and sits down. Okay. Let me read the script and make sure I'm getting this right. He sits at the table, then he sips his coffee. So he's going to sit at the table. Sits at the table. Hold on. Sit at the table. Drinks his coffee. We want to put that on track 3, because track 3 has all of the... Track 3 is the camera effects. So track 3 is everything related to what makes the camera a camera. Makes all the audio sound like a camera. There you go. We're going to turn the volume down just a little bit. Now, what your mind should be visualizing is he sits at a table, sips his coffee, puts it down, drags it away from him. But let me listen to it one more time. It's too much of a pause. So we want to cut that right there. Cut that right there. Yeah, delete. So he drinks. There you go. He drinks it, scoots it away from him, and then while he's talking, he's going to do something else. Which, again, we might just... I'm just going to grab paper, and I'm going to go do it myself. I'm going to grab paper. Don't mind the mess in my room, because you're about to see it when I get up. Ignore the mess. I'm a single dude that lives on his own. Well, that lives with his parents. Leave me alone. I used to live by myself. I don't do it anymore. I need a folder. Alright. So we got this. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna scoochies. Oh, fuck God, my God. Oh my God. Scoochies like that. We're gonna bring it down. No, bring it down. Might just pop it off the thingy. Probably gonna have to pop off the thingy again. Alright. We need another noise. We're gonna do this. Okay. That. Oh my God, I need more coffee. Holy crap. Okay. What the? What? Not quite. All those details matter. That first take, or that second take where the paper flew, your mind will make it seem like the paper like went flying somewhere in the room. There we go. I just talked. I fucked that up. I talked. Damn it, that was a good take the first. Give me my paper back. Give me my paper. I can't get the paper. Alright. Hopefully everyone can still hear me okay. Hopefully. I feel like this is all off right now. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. I did record all that, right? Okay, there it is. I was like, where's the recording? Alright, so we got that. now that we've got that, who's watching, by the way? I see that we have 2 watchers. Welcome to the stream. I was like, where's the recording? Alright, so we... Shut up. Okay. Top chat? I thought I did the newest. Okay. So we got the paper. Now what we're going to do is we got to go in here and select the right clips. Oh, that sounded cool. I just talked. I fucked that up. I talked. I want to hear that first take. Your mind will make it seem like the paper like went flying somewhere in the room. There we go. I just talked. You heard the instant realization. I was like, there we go. Oh, I just talked. Somewhere in the room. There we go. I just talked. I fucked that up. I talked. Damn it, that was a good take the first time. Where's my paper bag? Paper! I can't get the paper. I like that take. Oh, wait. I'm breaking a rule. I'm breaking one of my rules. We gotta do this first. There we go. I just talked. I fucked that up. There it is. Okay, want to get a scrub brush. Do it again. Damn, I'm tired. I might need to go do a coffee break in a second, man. I want to finish setting up this scene, though. Damn it, that was a good take the first time. Where's my paper? Somewhere in the room. There we go. I just talked. Yeah, that's not gonna work. There's too much in there. There's too much paper. Damn it, that was a good take the first time. Where's my paper back? No. That's a good one. In fact, let's grab all that paper noises here. No. Let me see. Hang on. Damn it, that was a good take. We'll just keep that one. Honestly. We'll just keep that. I can't... That's the only problem. Oh, wait, yeah, I can. I could just do that. And then... also paper. And that one too. Yep. All of that. All of that. All of that. Guys, I'm getting coffee. I'll be right back, man. I'm getting caffeine. Can I set that up? How do I set that up on here? Oh, I know how to set that up. I know how to set that up. I know how to set that up. Oh my goodness. Wow, tired. What's up, viewer? Welcome to the stream. Setting up something real quick, cause there we go. Yep. Fudge. I'm just trying to get some coffee. Just give me 1 second. I'm setting this up, and I'm gonna get some caffeine. I'll be right back. What's going on? I have turned. Okay. Where were we? I want to try to finish up this scene before 8:45. So, he sits there. I have returned. Alright. Let's start from the beginning. Let's hear this, how this scene's going so far. Cool. Sounds good. So he talks for a little while. Oh, wait, and he's going through papers, which is why I recorded all these different paper noises, and I grabbed them already. Right? Yeah, they're right here. Okay, so he opens, because you remember at the start of the scene, at the start of this part, he threw a folder on the table, right here. Okay? So now that he's sat down, okay, and he's done the thing with his coffee, we're going to put this on 13 so it stays with the, or 13 or 3? 3. Okay, so now that he's done this thing with his coffee, what we're going to do is we're going to take it, because remember it started on this headphone. We're going to create a quick automation clip specifically for it. We don't need to adjust the volume, but if you remember, he threw it on the left, on the right. So what I want to do is I want to take it and I want to start it over here and transition it up. Whoops, wrong way. Here. So it looks like, it sounds like he dragged it to the middle in front of him. Okay? There you go. And we're going to cut it there. All those little details, man, are important, and to create that space in your mind. Now, that while he's sitting in the chair, he's going to go through papers. Oops, we don't need him walking. And we need to put this on 3. And we need to turn the volume down. And I think with the cup, something else I wanted to do with the cup, I wanted to bring the pitch down a little bit. There you go. Whoop, here, hang on. Okay. I don't know how long he talks for, but depending on how long he talks for is how long the scene's got to go. And I don't know why it just suddenly ended. It's kind of weird. Oh, I see what ended. What ended was this. So that's got to drag on a little bit more. Again, I don't know how long he talks for. But once he's done talking, the scene will end. And it will jump to our introduction. Our E.A.T.I. This.
This audio is the property of E.A.T.I. Any disclosed or classified information has been removed. E.A.T.I. hopes you find this audio an enjoyable experience. Listener discretion is advised.
There you go. So I'm gonna go ahead and mute FL Studio so you can't hear this part because it'll be spoilers. And I'm going to play some the background music for you guys and just talk and chill with y'all. If you guys got any questions, if you want to say something, ask me something, whatever the hell you want to ask me about E.A.T.I, you know, whatever. I'm here to chill with you guys and work on the project. You got me till about 8:45 Eastern time. I think Florida's in Eastern time. So you got about until 8:45, and then I'm probably gonna hop off for a little while. I might come back later on tonight, but I do know I got some filming I gotta get done. So we'll see. But go ahead and enjoy this beautiful music that I've picked. And if it's too loud, let me know. Too quiet, let me know. Looks like it's too quiet. It looks good. Oh wait, that's me. Where's the audio? I'm not... Do you guys hear any music? I'm not seeing it playing on my side. You guys hear music? Give me a thumbs up. Let me know if you hear any music. It looks like it's... I'm seeing it playing now and I don't hear it, and that's intentional. So I'm going to turn it down a little bit. Make sure it's not too loud. That should be good right there. Hopefully that's good. If you guys have any issues or any questions or concerns, let me know. Okay. Now that I think I'm gonna hit play on FL Studio, see if you can freaking hear it. You shouldn't hear it. Okay. Now that that's set, let's do the music, talk, hang out, observe, whatever you want to do. I'm muting it so I don't spoil the show for you. Alright. Put that right there. Cool. That's a lot of talking. Okay. Where's Drew at here? I think he's gotta go down there. Put this on 2. Okay. And then he's at -200. That's what I thought. Put that there. Pitch. -200. And I've already cleaned it up, I think. I already cleaned up the audio. So, let's go ahead and go into here. He just jumps right into this episode. He doesn't even... He just jumps right in this one. Man, I'm so excited for you guys to hear this season, or the rest of this season. Like, the amount of work that I have put in to every episode, and every script, and to every character. I cannot wait for you guys to hear this season. I'm so excited. And I know I've been talking about it a lot, but that's just because I am insanely, insanely, insanely excited. definitely better than the first one. Like, to the point that I'm tempted to re-release the first season without all of the special, you know, voice effects and stuff. Hire voice actors to play all the parts. Might be a future thing that I do. I actually want to fade that in a little bit more. Comes in, closes the door. Okay. Now, I want him to do something else. I want him to come in. He's gonna sigh. Ooh, yeah, he's gonna sigh, and he's gonna hold it for a second. And he's gonna exhale after he throws the file on the table. Unless I drag that a little bit more this way. We're gonna raise that. Anyway, sorry I'm talking a lot. Oh, I don't like that. Hang on. Maybe it would just be best to just have him like that. Yeah, I don't like any of that. I don't like any of that sounds. All of that sounds bad. Never mind. He's just gonna come in, close the door, inhale, and then... we're gonna make that unique. And we're gonna drag this, pan it to the left a little bit, because that's where he's at in the room. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay. Now, we're gonna... ooh, actually, I don't like this. We're gonna drag this down. One more row. Like that. Okay, there we go. Alright. Now, he's gonna start talking. That was good timing. By accident. What the hell? Gotta create all the actions and movements. Sorry. Okay, sorry. I want him to close the folder, so let's open that back up. If I wanted to... Believe it or not, that one take we have where I opened where... That one take we had... That one take we had where I thought I screwed it up. We're gonna use it. It was a good take.
The future's worth fighting for. Because our nation is worth believing in. Together, we answer America's call to win. We are Marines. We were made for this.
Oh, cool, and I put the outro and the intro in one take. Alright, got you. Let's creak the chair one more time. And then we cut it. And then this is gonna have the intro and the outro. So we're gonna go ahead and just do this and then cut the rest of this out. All right. And then we're gonna put E.A.T.I's warning sign right there. I'm gonna normalize it. And turn the volume down. Oh, yeah. Yeah. There's also, oh my god, I gotta delete all that. We're gonna put this right here. Trying it, there we go. Boom. Okay. That fast, we're done. I'll give you the introduction, because it really doesn't spoil much. So I will go ahead and pause the music, and I'll play for you the introduction. Why not? Give me like 2 seconds, because I got a bunch of buttons I gotta push here. You should be able to hear it. Alright, there we go. If you can hear it, let me know. Hopefully you can hear it. But we just built all this. I hope you guys enjoy, and let me know what your thoughts are. Here we go. The introduction.
The name of this case file is HO-C4, Hollow's Eve. Looks like there was connections made between this one and a few other cases. Says here you guys found some kind of artifact as well. Wonder what that could be. Only one way to find out. Well, there's multiple ways. I could just read the paperwork, but that's boring. Watching stuff is so much more fun. Not like you'll disagree anyway, right? So let's watch and find out.
This audio is the property of E.A.T.I. Any disclosed or classified information has been removed. E.A.T.I. hopes you find this audio an enjoyable experience. Listener discretion is advised.
Boom. It might need more adjusting in the future, but I like that. It's good. It's simple. It's I didn't mean to save that in that section. We're gonna save it real quick. It's all wrong. It's all spelled wrong. But anyway, we got the introduction done, and now we start on the actual episode here very soon. But thank you guys for being a part of this live. Hope you guys are having a great night. I'll see you guys next time. And probably Saturday. Friday night. We'll probably be streaming Friday night. So, but I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Thank you for your time. I'll see you guys next time. Without further ado, I'm right out.